Hello to my two favourite kids in the whole world. This is Ruthie, your favourite friendly Kiwi nanny, and I want to talk to you today about a bargain I made with God when I was a little bit older than you. I was 11 years old, but it is a good bargain and I would recommend you make it as soon as you can. It is never too early to strike this bargain. Basically, I said to God that He could be the total boss of me, and whatever He told me to do, I was going to do it, and whatever He told me to say, I was going to say it, and if He told me to shut up, I was going to shut up. And I said, well, I don't know if I can do this 100% of the time because, I have a problem called sin. But as far as I'm concerned, from this day forward, I'm going to do my best to be loyal to you and totally obey you. And I want to tell you about that while you're still kids, because I think you should make a similar deal with him. Because there are people in their 50s who are still trying to negotiate with God on this issue because they simply don't realize that total obedience is the only deal He's actually going to accept. They're like, oh, you can have, you can be in charge of me 40% of the time, but I'll keep 60%. Or they might be feeling generous. They might give him the 60%, but keep the 40% or whatever. The percentages go up and down depending on the person you're dealing with, but the reaction you're going to get from God will not alter. He expects 100% in your life, and if you give Him 100%, it makes everything much, much tidier in your life because He has a master plan for your life, and it is best to fit in with Him as soon as you can so that you don't make any mistakes, because although God can fix and heal and forgive, and He does it on a daily basis. He's turning lives around like you and me can hardly imagine. He's so wonderful. It is still better to make the bargain with God while you're a kid. Hey God, you're the boss, I'm your servant, I'm going to do whatever you say, and then you stick to that deal. That's very important, because if you don't intend to stick to that deal, it's actually better not to tell Him you're going to obey Him, because it makes you a pretty mega liar. And if you have no intention of obeying Him, don't bother telling Him you're going to, because it's only going to get you into more trouble. But if you do want to obey Him, you really, really should tell Him, and then you should ask Him to help you do it. And He loves that sort of prayer. So remember that while you are small kids, be very smart, be very wise. Understand the only bargain God is going to accept is He wants to be 100% the boss. And don't be like some people that, even in their 70s, they're still trying to negotiate with God who can be God. It's like they think they can be God some of the time because they want to make the big decisions in their life, and God can be God some of the time because they need help. Don't do that. He's not going to sign off on a deal like that. He is the boss. He is the king. He is the maker of heaven and earth. Make Him your top priority. Be loyal to Him. Obey Him. And really, He will help you. But He does expect to be the boss all of the time. So make total obedience to God your goal, and that will empower your prayers and make wonderful things happen in your life. Love you.